So anyone who's familiar with video games could tell you from indie games to big blockbusters, there's always several elements that are generally constant. You know, like a control layout, an overall goal or destination, and a main character we can relate to name a few. But one point that's not as esteemed but still notably present is that big plastic red heart itself. Romance. Just like in movies, there are elements of love in tons of games we come across. They can be companions in the game, they can be NPCs who serve as the ultimate goal throughout the rescue, or the driving force behind the MC's will itself. Dream date, your choice among a pen of hopefuls, they can even have a relationship before the game starts. They can be a dead wife, a plucky boyfriend, hell, maybe even a cheating boyfriend. Even subtle hints at romance through friendship can give you that warm, fuzzy feeling. But where does the spectrum go from pink to red? When does a game go into full-fledged dating sim territory? Sure, Mass Effect and Persona both have dating elements, but we wouldn't consider them too similar in terms of gameplay, right? We certainly wouldn't put them in any ROM categories. Well, that's what we're here to find out, so let's get to it. For this case, let's look at the romance spectrum as a gradient from white to red. Pure white would be a game where romance is virtually no part of the game whatsoever, neither in mention nor practice nor goal orientation. The pinker we get, the more romance is not only mentioned, but the more it plays a hand in the plot and the overall dynamic of the game. As we get more red, the romance is so important that it has a hand in gameplay and strategy rather than just the story. They're not technically dating sims yet, but fans of the genre will take note of the companionship elements all the same, and a lot of focus will go into your connections. And once we go full red right at the bottom, well, those are the pure-blooded dating sims, the ones whose sole purpose are to find love and whose game mechanics centralize on the way to get there. And that's not to say that dating sims can't have cool mechanics and other selling points too. I'm not here to demonize the genre. These red-blooded games just focus all your extra skill building and time management around appealing to your preferred sweetheart the most, so they classify more in a romantic genre than any other. Now, there are some games that simply don't have any kissy faces or blushy glances at all. Not even a dead lover or a missing date. Games like Banjo-Kazooie and Pokemon don't have suitors waiting in the wings for you. They focus more on familial love and friendship, ideals that are important for kids to experience. That doesn't make them kids' games, no, of course not. But in general, they don't stray into the world of rose and mouth intimacy as other games do. As we get progressively more pink, we can see how romance affects the story itself. You're not gonna find Marcus Phoenix building up his charisma by working at a clothing store, but his turbulent and timeless romance with Anya Stroud is still a large part of his character and motivation. And of course, we can't talk about Dom and Maria or I'm going to cry.
No. No, baby. No. God damn it, it's me, Dominic. It's Dominic.
No. Romance in a story is refreshing and heartwarming most of the time, hence why seeing Alistair getting all flustered and nervous when you flirt with him always makes me smile.
I'll be standing over here until the blushing stops, just to be safe. You know how it is.
As pink gets stronger, we can see how your connections with others begin to affect the game itself rather than just the story. We're not jumping on toadstools or dropping our girlfriends into the abyss anymore. No sir! Now we're getting serious about our mechanic interfacing. This is the rarest burger the steakhouse can legally give you before you just have a cow on a plate. This is the level where we're going out on Sundays with classmates to get our social links up and making stronger bonds so that our nightmarish inner demons can rise to the peak of their abilities and win our hellish crusade through the realm of death. We eat a lot of duck fries in this level. We also pick a lot of flowers and make a lot of marriage charts. I don't care if there's an archer in front of her, Sumiya's not going next to Crom. Nope, bitch. Even though the big throbbing romance isn't the be-all end-all of these games, companionship is important enough to it that making and managing connections is put in the upper ranks of story and gameplay. Christ, I think even Tulip fits in here. But there comes a time where we can't ignore the dripping, bleeding heart of the ROMSIM any longer. A time when there's not enough gameplay unintended for progression of love to call a rose by any other name. That's when you know you've landed in the big red. This is the level where you spend a majority of your time walking around, or technically you're clicking around, lots of dating sims are played in visual novel style. Maybe playing some mini-games to make money, to buy gifts for the guy or girl or nightmare fuel of your choosing. And there are even some great parodies out there. Sometimes the games will be more advanced, with schedules you can abide by or stats to raise or moral choice systems that affect the story and your character as a whole. And some are unabashedly simple, with no other mechanics besides picking the option your beloved will most appreciate in order to achieve a super happy ending. Hell, 2x2 Lovers is literally just picking the right answer out of two equally vague but acceptable answers and hoping your charmingly dubbed hot bod McHunkerson approves of it. It also tells your fortune. Not that I've played it or anything. He asked my dad if he could marry me. That means we're for real, guys! Of course, the further you get into basic romantic harem-style gameplay, the more your character is gonna lose humanity. Since the point of ROMSIMs is to experience the love interest's passion for you, the MC is going to get progressively more bland in order to become a tabula rasa for the sweaty, lonely, dateless loser in front of the screen. Hey! I mean, the 2x2 lovers protagonist is basically an oatmeal milkshake. I tend to like it when characters are able to stand on their own and have some personality outside what's applied over them. But hey, as long as I can poke Setsuna over and over, I'm fine. So at the end of the day, whether you want to play black, white, pink, red, there's a place for you to go. The power of love should never be underestimated, because no matter how silly, wistful, or embarrassed it might make you feel, the power of love conquers all, and no one can fault you for it.
So, like Kagome, you came from a different era.
Huh? Oh, yes.
I can't imagine what it's like to travel through time. I remember a time when I missed my home and had no one to rely on.
Moroku?
Don't be sad. If you want to cry, you can cry on my shoulder.